Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to this Piscean Reports. How are you guys doing today? Hopefully you're doing amazing as always. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I hope you guys enjoyed today's message. If you do, hit that like button and subscribe. For those of you who are returning, welcome back, you guys. I'm so happy to have you with me today. I'm happy to be a part of your world. I hope that whatever I bring you today resonates with your soul and with your spirit. Um, First things first, let me just, there's like two things, and then I'm going to go ahead and get started with what I wanted to do. Why is this thing flickering? I'm sorry, my little thing here is flashing. It doesn't normally do that, but whatever. Um, okay, so real quick, I wanted to apologize. I had to do like a hiatus of sorts, okay? I just had way too many energies coming at me, telling me, just from all sides. Just believe me when I tell you, y'all know about some of the I had the dark negative energy coming at me, outside energies, outside influences, romantic interests and influences, and everything was just spiraling out of control. And I had to take a step back and say this is all happening too fast, and I need to just slow down because I felt like I no longer had control of what I was doing and what I was trying to be and say. You know what I mean? And I had to get back to self and regroup and then say, okay, now I'm ready to come forward, right? Anyway, oh, and the other thing, real quick, you guys, I'm so on my last video. Yeah, the last video I had to think, was it the last one or the one before that? It was the last video because I've made several in between, but I would play it back and I go, "That's not me. That's not me. I'm not being me." So I didn't upload it. I was trying to be what others thought I should be instead of just being me. But anyway, yeah. So I did mention in that last video about having that encounter with that UFO and having those experiences in that home. And the feeling that I was getting is that there are people who are like, that couldn't have happened, and that I might have been drinking, or I was high, or delusional, or imagining something, or just basically, in essence, lying. Okay, let me tell y'all something. If I'm gonna lie, it is going to be a bigger lie than telling you something about as simple as actually seeing this thing and the what it looked like and the lights flickering off of it. Like I would go big. If I was gonna lie, I would go big. All right, I would have probably told y'all that it landed in front of me, and we went inside the ship, and we smoked a peace pipe, and they gave me some alien bucks. You know what I'm saying? And then I thanked them, and I came out, and then right when they got ready to close the door, here come the flying monkeys, and you know what I mean? Like I would have, if I'm gonna lie, I would have lied big. I wouldn't have made it, as it was, and I would try and contact that dude that was there that day with me that saw it before I did. But when I leave someone alone, I leave them alone. I'm not trying to go back and revisit. When I'm done with you, I'm done. you know and so yeah, I none of that was a lie. It's weird. It's like when you tell the truth, when you say to people, these things happen, they go, that didn't happen, you lying, you're crazy, like that didn't happen. Okay, because it's never happened to them. If you really think about it, the reason people doubt these experiences is because they're in the majority. They have never experienced these things. Okay, but those who have tend to be in the minority, and so that's why it's hard to convince people, or not even convince, but just to say this happened to me, like I really experienced this. And because it's even worse if you don't have proof to back it up. Okay, but I have no reason to lie to you guys, like I really don't. And so just trust and believe. No, I was not drinking. No, I was not high. Those things truly, truly happened. Okay. And those of you who have actually experienced things like that yourself, where you had a house that had spirits and energies, and you get it. If you've ever seen either celebrity ghost stories or any of those shows, there's another one that I used to enjoy looking at, because I'm open to those things, and I feel like because I am open to all that is, it happens. Okay, it didn't happen to the other people in my house because they're busy just doing things and living life and all of that. I knew from day one when I walked in. I felt the energy, I felt the vibe. Everything in me was like, this is the house. And I think I must have looked at 50 houses before I came across this one. As soon as I stepped through the door, I was like, this is it. This is it. You know what I mean? And as a result, everything that was happening and occurring, I was completely okay with it, open to. So, but anyway, yes, those things really did happen. Wasn't a lie. Okay. So 5 minutes, let me get going. All right. So the other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is the other day I was drawn, hold on, I'm pulling it up. I was drawn to the song by John Lennon, former Beatle John Lennon, and I know a lot of you guys are starseeds and newbies, and so you all did not get to experience all that we did back in the day. You did not get to experience the Beatles, and oh my God. I feel sorry for y'all. You missed an experience. I feel like you missed an experience. But anyway, so I was drawn to yesterday this song by John Lennon called "Imagine." Okay. I was asking the Father. I said, I haven't received any messages lately. And I was beginning to wonder if maybe everything he wanted me to say had already been said, and I'm done and I can move on. And so I was like, are we good? Are we finished? Or, you know what I mean? And so I was being drawn to a song by John Lennon called "Imagine." And so I pulled up the words to it, okay? And I was like, yes. And what I love is John Lennon was someone who was open to all there was. He was that dude. He was open, free. He embraced all that was, and yeah, he did come from that time in the 60s where they were talking peace and love and acceptance and all of that, right? But anyway, so he's amazing. He's amazing. And I had to make sure he wrote these lyrics, okay? It says, "Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us, only sky. Imagine all the people living for today." Except I love that. Imagine all the people living for today. And then he goes, imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. No religion too. Let me say this real quick, you guys. Back then, those words, imagining there's no heaven and no hell, and people thought that was blasphemy. That he, to even suggest, to even try to imagine this was blasphemy. Right. But what's interesting is, and then he goes on to mention, imagine there's no countries, okay, and no religion. And I see the concept in that, okay, of what he's saying, the things that he are touching on, that he that he is touching on is the things that we fight for. It's the things that we kill for. If we took away, if you didn't have, if he said, if there's no heaven or hell, if there's no religion, how many people how many countries, how many, going all the way back to the beginning of time, how many have fought over land? How many have fought in the name of religion? We still do that today, okay? You believe this way, we believe this way, and we're willing to stand up and fight and vanquish, those who think different from us. This is why the world has become I'm not going to get into that. That's a little too deep right now for you guys. I won't go there. It's very deep. But if we don't have countries, then there's no reason to fight over land. You know what I mean? If we don't have religion, there's no reason to fight and kill and die for this belief or this belief. Okay? Imagine just it's just a world. It's just a world. That is all he's saying. Imagine, which is literally what Spirit has been saying to me. Like, what if? What if we let go of boundaries? You guys stay there. We stay here. This is us. Those are them. And imagine letting go of all of that. We are just one. And this is what I'm talking about. He said, imagine it back then. And literally, we are becoming a global society thanks to the internet, thanks to, thanks to the internet, thanks to the computer age. We're not just you over there. We're not just China and Korea and Iran and America and Mexico. We are a global society. We are becoming this. We are becoming this. Okay, whether we want to recognize it and realize it or not. That is why there are powers that are trying to stop that. Okay, they see what's becoming and they're saying there's danger in becoming a global society. No, it's not. No, it's not. What's the danger? That we all get together and we just want to live and exist and be. Okay? Where's the danger in that? And that's why it blows my mind that when I simply said, just what if instead of this huge big picture event that everybody's expecting, what if it just becomes as simple as us just living and being and existing? We know who we are. We know how we live. Everybody knows everybody now, okay? None of this is foreign to any of us. People in Africa know how we live. We know how they live. If you ever seen those videos, it's so precious where there was this dance, that thing that went viral with Beyonce's song, and everybody was doing it. And it was so amazing to see these children in Africa doing this. Like, what we're doing here, they're doing there. And they're showing you, yes, we see you guys. We see you. Look, we're doing it too. And we're doing it in China. We're doing it all over. We're doing it everywhere. You know what I mean? This is what I mean. If we can do something like that, if we can take this song or this dance and make it go viral, we all see each other now. We see each other now. Imagine. That's what I'm saying. Imagine. John Lennon's words are happening today. We don't have to imagine any of this anymore. We literally can just start doing it. We can just start being it. Okay? Respecting one another. There's no need to have countries. Eventually, we are going to get to that point where we are just a world. Okay? We all are on different continents. We're on different landscapes, but we're all one. We're all one. Okay? All right, let me go ahead and finish what I was going to say. Okay, imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer. I love that. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I love it. Oh my God. I hope someday you'll join us and the world will be as one. Yes, yes. This is what I'm talking about. This can happen right now, but it just takes us letting go. It just takes letting go, okay? Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. Just the brotherhood of man. Yes. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You. And then he says it again. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday, I think it goes, I hope someday you'll join us and the world will and the world will live as one. Yes, 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 yes. He wrote those songs. That came out in 1971. Okay, and here we are today. We have the ability to do all that he's saying in this song right now, in this moment, right now. Okay, we don't have to focus on possessions like we used to. What was it? He said, focus on possessions. No need for greed or hunger. There is no need for any of this. There is no need for any of this. If you connect with your guides and your angels, with source, you can be this. You can be this. You don't, there's no need for hunger. We can share all of our bounty. I know they say that, like a good example in this country, in America, there is, hunger going on here, and we're doing the best we can to take care of those who are here, who are hungry and who are living without. But we also have that capacity to share to others just by giving a few dollars, the feed the children people, and taking all that we've learned and we know and say, hey, we're going to go to this country and we're going to show you guys how to have a sustainable water supply, so no one has to walk forever to go get just a little water to feed and to clean and to drink from. Okay, we have that capacity right now. Okay, there's no need for any country, for any world to struggle and to be without food and to be hungry. We're so plentiful. If all of those who have that, who have much, just shared what they have with other countries to help them to flourish, so that they don't know hunger and they don't know what it's like to go to bed hungry, and who don't have the benefit of an education because they're so busy focused on trying to go get food. We can do that. We absolutely can do that. We're right here. We're right now in this moment have the ability to do that. You know what I mean? Open, open, open. Recognize, realize this is that moment. This is that time. We don't have to imagine it in the world anymore, in this world, okay? We're not dreamers. You can say that I'm a dreamer. And if I was a dreamer, like he said, I'm not the only one. We're not the only ones. Okay, it's just a matter of getting everyone to open up and recognize and realize that this is that time. This is that moment. Okay, we don't have to keep waiting for, this big event. We literally can start living in peace and existing and being now. What is that one world group? There's a group of people who come together and they sit in this room, and they're from all countries. I forget what it's called. United Nations. The United Nations. They have the ability to sit with one another in peace, in love, and say, okay, let's just, this is ridiculous. Let's just stop. Let's just drop. Let our guards down. Let's just be for a moment. Okay? What do you all think would benefit the world? This is what we think will benefit the world. United Nations needs to be more than just people representing countries saying, well, we think this and we think that and this and this and that and that. They're the United Nations. They are the ones who have the ability to say, let's put our minds together and let's figure this shit out. You know what I mean? Like, it blows my mind. It blows my mind. Okay. It's 18 minutes into it. I have, you guys, I also drew some cards of the day, and I drew it from the Divine Circus Oracle cards. Here we go. The Divine Circus Oracle cards. I guess I can do them quickly, but because the message is so deep, I feel like I should just stop this and go ahead and give you guys the other message. But do I want to do that? Do I want to stop? Because I love this message here, and I definitely want to get that out to you guys. So I'm going to do that. I'll go ahead and stop this here, and then that way you guys can take in what I said, and let that be food for thought. Okay, open your mind. Be willing to just, it's not about imagining anymore. It's we're here. We're in this moment. What do you guys want to do? What do you want to do? Okay, do you want to continue fighting? Do you want to continue the ugliness? Or do you want to just, start opening up and recognizing and elevating your consciousness and elevating the consciousness of the world and saying this is no longer acceptable. We got to figure this shit out. Okay, we're here. We're now. You didn't get put to this earth just to be and exist. Okay, you're here in this world, in this country, in this time to make a difference. You're here to make a difference. Okay, but it starts with you elevating your consciousness, saying, I don't want to hang around someone who wants to talk violence and wants to talk fighting and shooting. Okay, where it's ridiculous. Why? What I love is that there is, and I know that there's still some residual energy. I don't want to make it seem like this isn't happening anymore. Okay, but back in the day, back in the 80s, when people were killing each other over streets that they didn't even own. Our children were dying over to protect a block and say, this is my block, this is my street, and nobody can come here or do this, and shooting and killing one another. Thank the Lord that the young people of today are now, and their parents as well. Their parents as well are saying, no, we're not doing this anymore. We're doing more. Okay, you're going to go in school and you're going to sit your ass down and you're going to get that education. And by God, you are going to grow and be and become what you came here to be. You're not going to become a casualty. Okay, there are others those who are not, who don't have that influence in their life, and they're in the street right now. As they start to talk, here go my suggestion, have a smoke and sit down with amongst your brothers and say, you know what, let's really think about this shit. Let's really talk about this shit. Is it worth taking another brother's life? Is it really worth that? Okay, look at us. We're more. We were meant to do more. We're meant to be more. Let's take our beautiful minds and let's elevate them, and let's contribute. Let's make something so mind-blowing that people just they won't believe it. They can't imagine. They're like, oh my God, you guys are amazing. Okay, in the same way you're smart enough to come up with ways to destroy each other, you're smart enough to come up with ways to elevate one another. Let me elevate you, brother. Let me elevate you. Okay? Let's rise up. Let's be that. Let's do that. We are more. We came here for a reason. Now let's get together, figure this shit out, figure out what we came here to do. Okay? And put y'all minds together and do this and be this. Yes, come together. Everybody, it doesn't matter your race. It doesn't matter your nothing. That's not important. Come together. Figure it out. This is no longer acceptable. We're not doing this. We are elevating. The youth of today is saying we got things to do and we don't have time for the ridiculousness. Okay? We got things to do. So do that. Grow, be, think, elevate your mind. Elevate. It starts with elevating your mind, releasing. You're here in this moment for a reason. You came to this planet for a reason. Ask the Father, what is the reason? Why am I here? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to be? And then put the people in my path so that I can do that, be that. Really. Let go. Okay? You don't have to imagine. In the word of John Lennon, you don't have to imagine. Okay? It's time. It's time. It's time. I don't know how else to say it. It's time. All right. 23 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and go. I hope you guys enjoyed the message. Youth of today, you young, beautiful people, do this. Do it. Be it. Okay? It's your world. It's your world. Truly it is. It is. So what do you want it to be? Okay? Really take that in. Take it in. Okay? I'm not a dreamer. If I'm a dreamer, I'm not the only one. It's time for the dreamers of the world to speak up. Okay? We've let those who are the analytical, take care of the world, and look how it's turned out. It's time for the dreamers and the beers and the thinkers to now wake up and say, this is it. This is how we see it going. This is how we see it doing, being, and this is what we're going to do. It's you. It starts with you. It starts with you. Okay. I'm going to get out of here. I hope you guys enjoy the message, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I will see you guys next time on the next video. You have a beautiful, beautiful day. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.